City round 14 of NPL New South Wales men's first grade. Welcome to Penshurst Park, where St George City hosts the Sutherland Sharks, with the home side looking to make it 3 straight wins. At the midway point of the season, these 3 points are vital, with the Sharks treading the waters of relegation and St George City breathing down the neck of the top 6. I'm Tony Slono. It's great to have you along for this Southern Derby in round 14 of NPL New South Wales Men's, live on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. It's been showering all week in Sydney and all day. Lucky to get on tonight. It's a big round 14 of football. Meant to be 5 games tonight, 1 washed out. But we've got the main events in St George City taking on Sutherland. St George City, 2 straight wins, including last week a 3-1 victory over Manly. Louis Curry. Among those in the NPL New South Wales Team of the Week. Sutherland licking their wounds after a 3-0 loss to Rockdale last week. They'll be looking to make amends. Referees tonight, Kelly Jones. Her assistants, Joel Crawford, Owen Ferguson, and the 4th official is Jared Young. Kelly Jones, female referee, coming through the ranks as we celebrate Female Football Week here at Football New South Wales, celebrating the great women of this game. She's got a big job tonight. Both these teams like to be physical. St George City in the red. Sutherland Sharks giving out last instructions. They're in the sky blue. Team list straight after kickoff for Moto Kamara. Comes back in for St George. Nenad Vekic back in goals for the Sutherland Sharks. It'll be the Sutherland Sharks to kick off here in round 14. A derby usually spurs on teams to get one over their neighbours. Doesn't matter about the ladder positions. Tonight, the Sharks are looking to make a statement. It's McGowan in the centre circle, ready to get us underway, awaiting the whistle of referee Kelly Jones. 7th place St George City taking on 14th place Sutherland Sharks. Plenty on the line tonight. Both goalkeepers ready. Benches look settled.
Ladies and gentlemen, the evening welcome to Penshurst Park.
Referee Jones gets us underway. The Sutherland Sharks kicking off, and straight away they launch it forward, wanting to get one over their neighbours, who are one of the hottest teams in the NPL right now. Their side in goals, Jack Kenny, Solomon John Monahan Vaika, Tarek Urkhan in defence, along with Brody Clarkson and Louis Curry just in front of them. In midfield, Kostas Petratos, Preston Ortiz, Matthew Karamalevsky. First foul of the game, won by Sutherland. Here they go quickly, trying to catch out the home side. Matty Jackson just gets to that one at the corner flag. Go behind for a goal kick. On the bench, Josh Hong, Nathan Roberts, Jesse Foti, Kai Kamikura, Will Guanas, and Ryan Reid, the backup goalkeeper. They're coached by Mirko Jurlij. The Sutherland Sharks, as we mentioned, Nenad Vekic is back in goals, missing through suspension. Jordan Roberts and Mitch Stamatellis, the veterans in the back line. They'll have to be on their game tonight. Here they are already involved. Curry wins the ball in traffic, but turns it over. Foul not called on Garner. Eventually it is Free kick for St George City. McGowan, Lindsay, Moric, Ethan Bevan, Jacob Garner, Matty Jackson, the starting side for the Sutherland Sharks. On the bench, Sam Gulisano, James Kakowski, Jordan Graorowski, Iko Arimoto, Trajanovski also there. St George venturing forward. Flag was up against Presley Ortiz. Jacob Kremen-Cohen is a Sutherland Sharks backup goalkeeper. They're coached by Steve Zordich. Opening exchanges, both teams feeling each other out. Final game to kick off on this NPL Saturday. Kenny, been one of the best goalkeepers in the league this season. Free kick won by City, already a little bit of feeling out there. One of 4 games live now on the YouTube channel. 1 game almost at completion. Northwest Sydney Spirit 1, lead Wollongong Wolves 0. Opening minutes between Hills United and Apia, no score. Wanderers and Olympic after 20 minutes, also no score. 3 minutes into this one. Moric lays it off. Sharks intent on playing out of the back. Vekic sends it long. Monahan Vaika sends it back where it came from. Looks like long balls will be the order of the day. Wet conditions. Also a southeasterly wind, blowing around 8 kilometres per hour. Let's see how the teams handle the wind. That one's held up in the wind. City hovering around the box, now in transition through the Sharks. Karemalevsky gets in front, knocks it out, and it'll be a throw. Central Coast Mariners and St George Saints was postponed earlier today, so it'll be a rescheduled game. Make sure you look out on the Football New South Wales page for times and dates of those ones. Long throw. Not too much made of it. Opening minutes here at Penshurst Park. Become a real fortress for St George City. Long ball forward, was looking for Romero. Dropped back into midfield. Roberts got in front. Garner tried to release his man, but turned over. Romero up against Stamatellis, 2 of the veterans of the league. Monahan Vaika finds Urkhan. That's a high boot. And it's a free kick. Won't go in the book just yet, but a warning from referee Jones. Nights like tonight, defence rules the day. You've got to be very solid. Long ball floated forward, looking for Green. Chested down. Nobody at home for the moment. Solomon John Monahan Vaika is getting a talking to from the referee. The George City player down in the box. St George City come into this game in 7th position. 7 wins, 2 draws, 4 losses. 23 points, knocking on the door of the top 6. Whereas the Sutherland Sharks in 14th position 2 wins, 2 draws, 9 losses from their games thus far. Both teams playing the 13 games. Monahan Vaika getting off his back, just being monitored by the physio. He's been one of their best players since coming over from the Mount Druitt Rangers last season. The Fijian. He'll go behind just to get further treatment. Kenny assessing his best option. Or electing to go long. Ortiz jostling. And wins the free kick. Free kick in an advantageous position for St George City. Plenty to aim at in the box. The home side, their first good look at a set piece. Headed away. Curry. Plays up the line for Romero. Dangerous challenge from Bevan. Stamatelis. Trying to get in front was Curry, who wins it in the tight pocket. Romero. Curry. Last touch, they say, off the Sharks. It'll be a corner. Game just concluded over at the Arctic Circle. Northwest Sydney Spirit 1-0 over Wollongong. Petratos, a short corner. Shapes to drive it in, then delivers to the back post. Headed away by Stamatelis. Gremolevski, pressure on him. Goes right back to Kenny. Monahan Vaika, so he's back on his feet. A bit more freer. Kamara. Ortiz. Curry, nice exchange of passing from City. They venture back over halfway. And they look forward. Cutting back inside. Nice ball for Ortiz, but he was offside. Didn't time his run. Has a good record against the Sutherland Sharks. Scored 4 goals in his past 2 games against them. Scored in the corresponding fixtures last year, both won by St George City. Both very different teams from those who suited up last year, particularly the Sutherland Sharks. Plenty of turnover. Green nods it forward. Garner. Or Mebachi. Now Green dropping back in. Garner grew up in the capital area. The Yass Redbacks Junior. Long ball forward again. Erkan. Get us back to Kenny. Tariq Erkan, so accustomed seeing him with that ponytail. Gone the shaved head look. The captain looking fresh. Opportunity here for St George as the team streams forward. Bends it to the back stick. Header away from Green. Kamada. First time cross. Headed by Moric and eventually shot forward. Green sends McGowan on the chase, but Brody Clarkson there. Clarkson, one of 4 former Sutherland Sharks players in this St George City side. Brody Clarkson, Louis Curry, Jesse Foti, who was in the squad earlier. Tarek Urkan even. Vekic, safe catch from the long ball. Around the grounds, the Wanderers 2-1 over Sydney Olympic. 29 minutes gone in that one. The young Wanderers have had a tough time the last couple of weeks. Belted by Sydney United 58 a fortnight ago, and last week Apia put the cleaners through them. So only 1 point separating the Western Sydney Wanderers from Rockdale Illidan. Apia sniffing around 2. Manahan Vaika, one of the centre halves tonight. Karemalevsky in the gloves. Long ball forward from Monahan Vaika. Garner intercepts. Kamada, nice ball and good turn from Romero. Ortiz. Cox bends it wide. Petratos plays it square. Opportunity here for City! And they make the most of it. The home side starting on fire. And in the first 15 minutes, they have the first goal of the game. Nice lead-up work. The midfielders and strikers involved. And the first goal of the game coming to the home side. They lead 1-0. Much of the possession in and around the 18-yard box. Didn't need a second invitation.
Goal to St George City, number 33, Lewis Curry. St George City 1, Sutherland Sharks 0.
Louis Curry, the goal scorer. Here he is again with the ball. Not the last time they'll ask, that's for sure. Looking to make it 3 in a row. Play wide again there. Delivery into the box has been good so far. Here they go again. Cox squaring up. Garner. Wasn't the most convincing clearance. Kamada. Romero at the byline. Kamada crosses it in. Stamatelis sends it back to where it came from. Long throw from Kamada in the direction of Ortiz. Monahan Vaika. Sharks pressuring St George City to go all the way back. Urkan. Ball intercepted. Jackson on transition. It's a good ball for McGowan. Just need a little bit more possession and territory down this end, the Sharks. McGowan, 18-yard box high. Long looping throw. Cleared into the night sky. Showering before this game. Seemed to have slowed down, even stopped at ground level. Ball intercepted. Stamatelis heading forward. Promising for the Sharks. Umebache. He's turned the ball over. Be a throw for the home side. Got a really good home record, St George City this season. Only dropped the 2 games, one against Blackdown City and one against the Wanderers. 6-1 loss to the Wanderers about a month ago. It was always interesting to see how they responded. And they've done quite well. Winning 4 of their next 5. Erkan wanted to send it in the right direction for St George City fans. Penshurst Park is the venue. The stadium redeveloped only a couple of years ago. Really good facility. Of course, with these synthetic pitches, on weeks like these, we can still get football. Their neighbours, St George FC, of course, opening Barton Park, which I'm sure many of the clubs are interested to play at. Karemalevsky playing in the centre of a back 3. Karemalevsky does well. Now switches wide for Kamada. Early pass forward. Kuri's up there again. Kamada bends it towards the back post. Over the head of Ortiz though. Danger not averted. Cox. His ball stopped. Off the post from Ortiz. And taken safely by Vekic. Another warning from the Sharks. Courtesy of St George City. St George City arguing the ball went out of play. They've got to stop play because referee Kelly Jones, that ball hit her feet as Moric was moving it forward. Lindsay sends it forward and then headed back into midfield. Ball wide, Garner keeps it in, well done. Monahan Vaika. Cox, who's been good early, but that pass doesn't go to the intended target. Would have liked that one back again. So these teams playing at a good pace. Happy to make the ball sing. What's the turf? Vekic. Sent off against the Central Coast Mariners a few weeks ago. Served his suspension. Back in goals. Last week we had Nathan Denham in goals for the Sutherland Sharks. Coming out of retirement. He retired back in 2017. Over 200 appearances for the Sutherland Sharks. Now 39 years old. Romero. Ortiz. Almost threaded the needle for Kamada. Erkan. Romero. Kamada. Whipping another one in. That's nice. Over the head of Ortiz. But couldn't be put away by Petratos. That one goes begging. Tell you what, they're getting some really good looks. St George City looking ominous tonight already. Quarter of the way in, they lead 1-0. Goal to Luakuri on 15 minutes. Vekic long and strong again. Karemalevsky. His ball intercepted. McGowan shot on goal. Pushed away nicely by Kenny. Had to react quickly against the run of play. They get a corner. Roberts senses the urgency, wants to go quickly. But many of his Sharks teammates not back in the box yet. Is there an equaliser here? Chip to the back post. Volley from Lindsay. Cleared away eventually. Lindsay again. Sends it back into the mixer. Be a throw for the visitors. Max Green has been in good goal scoring form. So 2 in his last 3. Pushed away by Kenny. On the volley, Kamada clears. Vekic has come right out, almost to the centre circle. Lucky he made good connection. Taken safely by his opposite number. Nenad Vekic, a veteran of this league. Play for Marconi, Blacktown City and others. Seasoned campaigner. Offside, Kamada. Around the grounds, 5 minutes from half time. Western Sydney lead Sydney Olympic 2-1. No score between Hills and Apia on half an hour. 24 minutes gone here at Penshurst Park. 1-0. Goal to Luakuri on 15 minutes. Throw one by the Sutherland Sharks. Really trying to get out of those relegation positions. They're not in it at the moment. They're 14th, ahead of Academy Club Sydney FC and Central Coast Mariners. Cox wins the ball, but gives away the free kick, according to referee Jones. They survive there, the Sharks. Sydney FC in 15th. Not accustomed to seeing them in that position. Usually pushing for that top 6. And the Central Coast Mariners at the foot of the table. Stamatelis, not his best pass. Clarkson and Ortiz. That ball snuffed out by Roberts. The Sharks struggling to play it out of their own half. George City swarming. Get her away from Stamatelis. Karemalevsky hooks it back over his head. Last night, a 1-1 draw between Manly United and Sydney United 58. Roberts gets the ball in space. Plays it up the line for Green. Flag stays down. First time cross. And puts it in on his back nets. Erkan, own goal from the captain. Was worried about the threats. And the Sharks answer back in unlikely circumstances. A goal apiece, just shy of half an hour. That one was unsuspected.
Sutherland Sharks, number 27, Matthew Jackson. St. George City 1, Sutherland Sharks 1.
Matthew Jackson claiming the goal. Khan goes right back to Kenny. So no clean sheet for either team tonight. Sharks came into the game with 3 clean sheets. St. George with 2. As now it's their turn to venture forward. The wind's taken that one right over the top. Be a throw for Sutherland. So let's see what that does to the St. George City psyche. They've had much of the possession. Moric. Jordan. Jackson, the goal scorer, looking to cut inside. He's dispossessed. Fast movement from St. George. Kamara. Romero has Cox as an option. Play square. Curry tried to find Romero again. Jackson playing wide, looking for McGowan. The ball beats everybody into touch. Referee telling the Tritos to take it back. Short throw. Free kick one by St. George City. It's been a tough battle in midfield. Sharks sitting deeper. They've got their goal. Monahan Vaika thought about going along for Kamara, who made a run for him. Try the right-hand channel. Kratratos eventually puts it in the middle. Header from Romero. Glancing past the goalkeeper and away. Goal kick for the Sutherland Sharks. Both teams looking quite threatening in front of goal. Not known for their attacking prowess. The Sharks, least amount of goals scored this season. With that goal in the first half, now 11 goals in their 14 games. St. George City, with that goal earlier today, 19 goals. That puts them around the middle of the pack. 19 goals in 14. McGowan sprinting for it. Monahan Vaika does well. Chested by Green. Nice footwork to bring it down. Ball cleared away. Stamatelis being pressed by Romero. Garner. Roberts loses out. Free kick one by Sutherland. That could have gone the other way. Referee Jones was all over it. Stamatelis. Green tried to get in front. Cox continually winning that second ball. Mebachi finds Jackson, the goal scorer. Backed into the corner, St. George City. Numbers game. It's going to be a throw. the Sutherland Sharks. So really good opportunity here for the visitors. Down 1-0 after 15 minutes. This long throw about to be sent into the box. If they can get a head on it, could be a head. Jackson floats it back into the box again. Up goes Kenny. Does the best of the pack. Kamada bends one wide into the path of Ortiz. Flag stayed down, trying to beat his fullback. And that ball blocked. Good defending from Bevan, but it'll be a corner. Short corner, trying to mix it up. St. George City. A cross blocked. Ball fired into the back of his own player. Header into the box. Pinball in the area. Erkan cuts it back. Monahan Vaika. Shot eventually from Petratos. McGowan getting in front. 2-on-1, the numbers game. Here's Cox again. Squares it up for Curry. Cox. Strong challenge. Yellow card in the reckoning, maybe. Referee Jones decides to keep that one in her pocket. Just a caution for now. Jay McGowan down. Looks like he's going to have some defending to do. Half-time around the grounds between the Western Sydney Wanderers and Sydney Olympic. 2-1 the Wanderers lead. No score between Hills and Apia. It's 1-1 here between St. George City and the Sutherland Sharks. The home side with an opportunity to go ahead again. Romero and Kostas Petratos, the options for this one. Petratos drives it low, off bodies. Shot from Romero didn't do the trick. Petratos again. To the corner flag he goes. Nice control from Petratos. And he wins the free kick. So a set piece incoming for St. George City. They've had a few opportunities from the dead ball. Petratos bends it to the back post. Header from Romero. Cleared away momentarily from the Sharks. Be a throw in for the away side. 10 minutes to half time. A goal apiece. Off St. George bodies. They win the throw. Referee trying to restore some order in and around the coaches' boxes. Both teams getting a little bit antsy. This game on an ice edge. Really brewing nicely. Goal apiece. Two local rivals. Looking to get bragging rights. The corner one for St. George City. Petratos ready to deliver again. A low out swinger. They try and flick it straight on. Get another chance for the corner. Last touch off Sutherland. So they've tried the short corner. They've tried the near post drill. Now they're heading towards a back post. That was touched by St George. Taken safely by Vekic. Roberts on the chase. 2-on-1. Cox goes right back to his goalkeeper. Nice on the volley by Green. Real contest between the midfielders. Throw one by St George City. Max Green down. Referees noticed it. They require a bit more attention. Long throw towards Jackson. Burkhan will just watch that go behind for a goal kick. It is Female Football Week. Congratulations to the Sydney FC A-League women on their grand final victory against Melbourne City last weekend. Sydney FC also in the semi-finals of the A-League men's, going down to the Central Coast Mariners 2-1. It is a two-leg series. Nice turn from Karemalevsky. Usually see that from the defender. Clarkson puts it on a dime, off the chest. And great clearance from Lindsay. Offside though. Wouldn't have counted if it did go into the back of the net. Clarkson's played some really nice passes. One of those former Sutherland Sharks. 5 minutes from half time. Bevan, now Jackson, two of the youngsters. Romero pressing Vekic again. Roberts wins the ball. Goes down, but referee happy with the contact from Petratos. Ortiz dropping in. Free kick conceded. The Sharks boss is up, Steve Zoric. A yellow card for Tarek Erkan. First man in the book tonight. Real feeling out there in this game. 14 rounds in, so just on the halfway point. Both teams assessing their aspirations. Sharks know they've got to get a little bit more gritty. They're trying to do that here. Kenny dives out. Monahan Vaika, long ball forward. Ortiz beaten to it by Stamatelis. Roberts plays long. McGowan trying to get in front. Kenny did well enough. Kamada. Romero. What are they working to here? St George City. Long ball from Karemalevsky. Really well weighted for Kamada. along the carpet. Ortiz leaves it. Romero safe from point blank. The danger not averted. Petratos into the side netting. How was it still 1-1? Should have been 2-1. The home side trying to land that blow. Top save from Nenad Vekic. Monahan Vaika. Throw one for the Sutherland Sharks. Referee getting a tip from the linesman. Sharks starting to win those balls in midfield. Clarkson. Kamada couldn't keep it in though. And there's the yellow card for Kamada. Kamada very frustrated that he was booked for intentionally time wasting. Kicking the ball away. So this is a big part of the game, given that it gives the Sharks a throw-in. 20 metres from goal. Garner throws for Green. Curry. Ortiz. Now Romero. Bending it away for his mate Kostas Petratos. Cox. Sliding in, that was dangerous from the Sharks, but all worked out nicely. Karemalevsky, all ball, so it'll be play on. And eventually a free kick for St George City. The defender came in hard, but got all ball. If he didn't, he would have been in quite some trouble. Right on the stroke of half-time, 1-1. There's some real intensity about this game. Kamada bends it towards Ortiz. Curry brings it down. Now Romero plays wide for Kamada. Sliding in, asking for a handball. Referee didn't see it. Karemalevsky tracking all the way back. It's quite creative in a tense situation. 47th minute, 2-1. Wanderers over Sydney Olympic. Half-time between Hills United and Apia. Goal of peace here between St George City and the Sutherland Sharks. Karemalevsky, long ball, hit Ortiz as he was trying to position his body. Ortiz. Curry trying to get back in and win the ball. He's done well. Former Lebanese Premier League player. Modic couldn't win the ball. It'll be a throw. Into injury time here at Penshurst Park. Sharks taking their time. Steve Zordich will be quite impressed with his team's first half. They went behind early. They were able to salvage a goal. Stamatelis whips it into the box almost. Romero. Diagonal ball played. Petratos getting in front of Jackson. Cox, now Ortiz. St George player couldn't get to the mark. Number of free kicks given away by both sides. Been a very stop-start first half. St George with the better of the possession in the opening 20 minutes. The Sharks following their goal, warming into this one. Short throw. And McGowan fires it long. And that's the halftime whistle here at Penshurst Park. A real tense first half between local neighbours. At the break, St George City 1, Sutherland Sharks 1. St George City went up early. An early goal from Louis Curry. That was cancelled out midway through the first half from Matty Jackson. Join us back in 10 minutes' time here on the YouTube live stream, Football New South Wales, for all the second half action between St George City and the Sutherland Sharks. At the break, 1 goal apiece. The referees are back out, the players are back in the start of the second half here at Penshurst Park. It's been an intriguing first half between St George City and the Sutherland Sharks. At the break, a goal apiece. St George with the early lead, and then Sutherland with the equaliser. Plenty to play for both sides. 3 points, super valuable this time of year. The Sharks in 14th, going to get away from those relegation positions. St George City looking to hone in on that top 6 and play finals. They finished 5th last season, but it was only first past the post, so no final series. Had there been a final series, the St George City would have been there. I'm sure that's motivating them to do the same again in season 2024. Be up there when the whips are cracking. The heavyweights always sniffing around. Rockdale, Apia, Marconi, Sydney United 58, they're all floating around those top positions. And St George City are sticking it right to them. Referee Kelly Jones getting her final instructions to send us underway in stanza 2. There we go, the home side. Good start, and they'll be looking to do the same in the second half. I'm Tony Solano. Great to have you along on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel. George City playing out of the back. It's a back 3 with wing backs dropping in. Matty Jackson, that ball just a little bit too heavy for him. Kostas Protratos. Up there in the goal scoring charts. 3 this season. Been well distributed the goals for St George City. Here's another man who's got quite a handful. Free kick 1 by the home side. They go quickly. Romero. Shape to bend one in. Okan. Romero again. Taking on Bevan. Last touch by the Sharks. It'll be a corner. First of the second half. Right after the resumption. Louis Curry. The NPL team of the week last week. Delivers towards the back post. Header from St George. Just couldn't get on target. Body stacked in the box. Heavy collisions. No team taking a backward step. We know in derbies there's always a little bit more spice. And it looks like tonight's no different. Sutherland Sharks taking on St George City tonight. Next week they'll take on the other St George club in the competition, St George FC. That'll be away from home. So Sutherland spending a fortnight in the St George area, not too far away. Plenty of teams playing out of Sydney South this season. You've got the 2 St George clubs, Rockdale, Sydney FC, of course playing at the Illiton Sports Centre. Also Sutherland Sharks playing out of Seymour Shore. Ball intercepted by Cox. Ortiz finds Cox again. Plays it wide. Here comes Petratos. First time shots. Over the top of the crossbar. Couldn't bring it down. Right idea. Good delivery from Cox. Decided to hit it first time. So the Championship Series is back in season 2024. Top 6 teams in this competition play off in the finals. Who's going to be there? Plenty of competition floating outside of that top 6. Now offer opportunity here for St George City. Vekic had to come out. Jackson. Green. His pass blocked, so it'll be a throw this time for Sutherland. The Sharks, they have a goal tonight. They've scored 2 goals in a game on 3 occasions. They haven't scored more than 2 goals in a game. Whereas St George City scored 3 goals in their last 2 games. Curry in the centre circle, bending a ball nicely on a platter for Ortiz. Good defending by Mabachi. Be a throw for St George. Ortiz limping slightly. Throw to Cox. Turns at the byline. Blocked again. It'll be another corner for St George City. The home side with all the running to start the second half. Curry again. Bends it to the back post. Pushed away. Romero. Trying to dance round defenders. Around the ground for the first time in this second half. Feels an Apia, 0-0, just on 60 minutes. So George winning in midfield, but Sharks player down. Looks like he'll be requiring attention. The Wanderers and Sydney Olympic all locked up, 2 goals apiece. It's turning into a cracking match, and you get a chance to see that later. Michael Vakis with an absolute screamer. And of course here, 51 minutes gone, 1-1 between St George City and the Sutherland Sharks. Earlier, Northwest Sydney Spirit, 1-0 over the Wollongong Wolves. The Central Coast Mariners and George Saints was postponed earlier today. Yesterday, a 1-1 draw between Sydney 958 and Manly. Ortiz going to reel that ball in, taken safely by Vekic. Bevan. Lindsay. Nice move on Cox. Long from Vekic. Chase is on from Moric. Krelbelecki has to hurry. Tomorrow, match of the round. Blacktown City taking on Marconi. 2 rivals. Long ball forward from Krelbelecki. He's been really good in his accuracy with those balls. Rockdale Sydney FC rounds out round 14. Monahan Vaika. Curry. Win the ball back in midfield, the Sharks. And then turn it over. Urkan. Sense the danger. Romero, jersey grab from Green. That'll be a yellow card. So the forward goes into the book. Referee Kelly Jones positions the 5-man wall of the Sutherland Sharks right on the 18-yard box line. Romero. You feel like he's going to go direct, or will it be Petratos? Be Romero this time. Plays short at the byline. Petratos chips it. Bicycle kick. Couldn't get it done. Romero. They recycle again. Ball back into the mixer. Punched away by Vekic. Advantage played. Up goes Moric. McGowan. Good contest between him and Karanilevsky. So the Sharks, good move in transition. Moric presenting as a short option. I decide to go long. Get a knock back. Kenny with the save. Samatellis heads that one into the grandstand, making sure of it. Been a great player for a long time in this league, Mitch Samatellis. Physio outside of here. He's done some work with the City FC W League team. I'm sure he's proud of the girls and their victory last week. Former Rockdale player. Linked up with Steve Zordic in 2020 as part of that premiership year for Rockdale. St George taking their time. Long from Vekic. Monahan Vaika won the header. Cox sends it wide. Draw won't be too long till we start seeing some movement on the benches. Coach Zordic has sent his team to start warming up. As Mirko Julic sent his team as well. Petratos sprinting down. Try and reel that one in. Bevan to deliver the throw. Throw. Header won by Urquhart. Stamatellis. Vekic, as he's done so often tonight. It's forward. Nice move from Green. Just couldn't keep it in. Mivachi, defensive midfield role. Play for the Kashima Antlers in the Japanese League. Seen plenty of them in the Asian Champions League over the years. Taking the time with the throw. No foul call, so we play on. McGowan crossing one in. Opportunity there for Jackson. The cross beat Kenny. Or Mavachi. Jackson brings up Bevan. His control not there. Now Curry. So George's turn for transition. Wins a free kick too. They'll go quickly. The referee sends him back to go take it on the mark. Louis Curry played in Man City and Blackburn Premier League academies as a junior. Here's Kostas Petratos. Crosses to the back post. It's a little bit too heavy. Kamara sends it back towards that area. Petratos went up. Couldn't connect with a header. Be a throw. Tough next 3-game stretch for St George City. Next week they're at home to Sydney United 58. So Sydney United 58 will travel here to take on St George City. I'm sure they've got a good crowd in for that one. Hopefully the weather clears up too. Following that, away to Rockdale. So we start the return fixtures. And then at home to Sydney Olympic. So 3 heavyweights in the next 3 weeks for St George City. I'm sure we'll know by then if they're top 6 material. For the Sutherland Sharks next week, we mentioned St George FC away from home. Then they play the Western Sydney Wanderers, followed by Northwest Sydney Spirit away. We'll go quickly. The referee sends them back. Went ahead of the whistle. Roberts ends one, but it's straight down the throat of Kenny. One of the best shot stoppers in the league. Erkan, the skipper, Turkish background. Been with the club since 2020. Was there when they got promoted a couple of years ago. Good press from the Sharks. Caught out St George City. Of course, we mentioned the men's match of the round tomorrow. NPLW match of the round. Manly United taking on the MacArthur Rams. First versus third. Look out for that one on Football New South Wales YouTube channel. St George City stream forward. Kamara at the byline. The cross is there. Headed away. Mordic couldn't find his man with the pass. Petratos trying to get past Jackson and win the free kick. So St George City, they've had quite a few opportunities like this. They soon have to start making the most of them if they are going to continue their winning run and make it 3 wins in a row. Into the last half an hour of this game. Still a goal apiece. Kostas Petratos ready to deliver the free kick. Towards the back post. Kamara drives it low, ricocheted. Taken safely by Vekic. Mordic. Movace. Roberts finds Green. Throw one by the Sharks. Garner was good in the first half. Samatelis. Bevan, former Wollongong Wolf. Jackson, one of the youngsters graduating from the under-20s program. Regular fixture in this team now. Clarkson releases Kamara. Assessing his options, Kamara. Bends it across the face. Safety first. They knock it out of play, the Sharks. So the Sharks keen to slow this game down. They're happy with 1-1 at the moment. Five minutes remaining between the Western Sydney Wanderers and Sydney Olympic. It's 2-2. Clarkson couldn't find Romero. Monahan Vaika goes right back. Arpia 2-1 over Hills United after 72 minutes. Urquhart, nice move. Up the line. His ball intercepted. McGowan. Mordich. Free kick for Sutherland. Louis Curry arguing the toss, but it's in vain. Jackson. The Sharks have only got 1 point of their 8 away from home. Their 2 wins over Sydney Olympic and Hills United have come at home. A draw against Sydney FC about a month ago. The only other points. Ortiz. Bends it across the face. It's a well-weighted ball. Kamada has it at his feet. Bends it back across the mixer. Was touched by Petratos, but safekeeping for Vekic. Early today, a win for Northwest Sydney Spirit. Took them up to 12th place. That's a dangerous tackle from Clarkson. It'll be a yellow card. So yellow card for the St George City DM. So Singlet's coming off on the touchline. Substitutions imminent. Lindsay pops it into the box. The back post they rise. Better couldn't come more central. Goes behind for a goal kick. We do have our first set of substitutions for the night. Kamada making way. Confirm those for you shortly. Jesse Foti in jersey 19 on, taking on his former side. Left winger coming off for a more central striker. Urquhart, long ball forward. Foti wins the header. That's his first involvement. Petratos wins the throw again. There is Foti. Petratos dancing along the touchline. Romero crosses it in. Got it away by Lindsay. It'll be a corner.
Substitution made by St George City, number 5, Fernando Canada, number 30, Presley Ortiz, and number 91, Matthew Karamaleski, replaced by number 3, Josh Hong, number 19, Jesse Favey, and number 38, Kate Kamura.
Kai Kamikura on Petratos. Opportunity there for St George City. Couldn't control the header. Josh Hong also on to replace Matthew Karamalevsky. Jesse Foti, the man in the middle of that St George City attack, will be one to watch. So Presley Ortiz comes off. No goal for the striker tonight. Vekic gets it on the volley. Eventually the free kick call. Referee just watching a few of these Sharks players. Don't want to get in the book for time wasting. Urquhart. Petratos. Nice turn from Foti. Clarkson thought about a shot. Romero plays wide. Ball drilled along the carpets. Curry again. Fumbled but taken safely in the end by Vekic. Moric goes to ground. Monahan Vaika likes to come forward. Urquhart got in front, as did Cox to the second ball. Free kick one. Dominic Cox has got to be very careful. Doesn't want to get in the book. Ethan Bevan just getting a caution from referee Kelly Jones. Holding her own in the middle. Into the last 20 minutes here at Penshurst Park. Jackson does well. The numbers game eventually too strong. Cox, good footwork. Got the match winner against Apia in round 3. They're looking to do the same here tonight. Curry in one of their best. Romero hunting down goal. Jason Romero to the byline. They'll go behind for a corner. The last touch off Sutherland. Stoppage time 2-2 between the Wanderers and Sydney Olympic. The hosts looking to go ahead here, St George City. Towards the back post. Bent to no one. And around the back it goes. It'll be a goal kick. Apia lead 2-1 over Hills United. That's on 80 minutes. 73 minutes gone, 1-1. For George City and the Sutherland Sharks. I'm Tony Salerno. I hope you're enjoying our coverage here on the Football New South Wales YouTube channel, where you can find all the best NPL New South Wales men's and women's content. Curry. Jesse Foti is quick. Vekic had to come right out. Does enough. Moric, Umabachi. Lindsay up the line. Looking for Jackson. Gets in front. Umabachi dispossessed. Stamatelis. Now Jackson gets goal side of his man. Going down. Referee happy with the contact. Flicked on by Foti. Cleared away by Garner. Curry gets around the defender. Shark attack, here it comes. Does well in traffic. Free kick one. By St George City. The Sharks intent on going around George City. Ball too strong for Petratos. The Wanderers have taken a 3-2 lead over Sydney Olympic. That might be enough as they hold a slender lead at the top. The NPL New South Wales men's competition. Free kick one. St George City. Kuri pressed hard. Kamikura tries to catch out the goalkeeper. So next week, St George City and Sydney United 58, two teams on the edge of the top six. 3 valuable points, almost a 6-point game. One team could go 3 up, one team could go 3 down. They need to make sure they get the 3 points here. St George City, right now they only have 1. 14 minutes from home. Clarkson sends it into the box. Punched away by Vekic. Roberts. It's a throw for the home side. Manahan Vaika. Okan. Kostas Petratos. A lot starts from him. That was touched by Omabachi. Able to keep it in from the byline, but it ends up going into touch. Hong's out there. Morton Bay Jr., part of the Central Coast Mariners Academy a few years ago. Kenny. Where's this next goal going to come from? Swooped upon by Roberts. Can't find his striker. Up the line. Kamikura. New man onto the ground, former Sydney FC Youth Academy player. Urkan left up on behind. Jackson sprinting down the touchline. Mabachi. Good move on Foti. Bevan. Chip forward. No one answering the call though. Petratos. Now Cox. In a tussle with Umabachi. Red card. Couldn't get it past Umabachi. Tries to release Green. That's a nice touch from Green. Settling himself. Wanted to play McGowan. The opportunity didn't eventuate the way he wanted it to. Garner. Sharks trying to swing passes together. I'll win the throw too. And to the substitutes bench we go. Confirm those substitutions with you in a moment. Fresh legs for the Sharks. 10 minutes remaining. Seen Paulo Mitri there so often for St George City, coming on and changing the game. I believe he's there tonight, so they'll need to call upon another to get the job done. Mabach. He knocks that one out of play. So it was 1-1 at half-time. The half-time score hasn't changed. In a real arm wrestle. Full time. Over at Wanderers Football Park. Wanderers 3-2 winners over Sydney Olympic. So broken their 2-game losing streak. The rain starts to tumble down again here at Penshurst Park. It's been so good for around an hour. Really starting to pick up again. Harpier lead 2-1 over Hills with a minute to go. Yeah, we've got 8 minutes plus whatever injury time is added. Hong with the header. Mordich. Loses out. Clearance not convincing though. Roberts ventures forward. Trying to turn back the clock. Former Sydney United 58 player. Something about playing in these conditions. We see more substitutions. Romero coming off. William Kunas coming on in jersey 29. And number 7 also. Nathan Roberts as Vekic has come right out. This could be dangerous. No goalkeeper at home. Tried to shoot Forti. Vekic does well enough. It was risky. Petratos playing Roberts, one of his first involvements. Deflected, Cox drives. Second time around for Petratos, begging for a penalty. Can't get one. Referee said no handball. So the rain has picked up, as has the intensity. It's going to be a frantic 5+ minutes now if we can decide a winner. Two balls on the field. We'll have to go back and take that one again. Clarkson bombs it into the box. It's a back post from Petratos. Header, blocked by Vekic. Free kick eventually won. Looked like many stopped from that corner. Taking their time, the Sharks. When you're in either relegation positions, any points will do. I'm sure they'd love 3, but they'll take 1. Still 3 on the cards. Kenny clears it to safety. A free kick. Cox fouls Roberts. Roberts usually playing in a wing-back position. And now back chat. So Cox. Yellow card for him. A warning earlier. His time in the book. Lindsay bends it wide. Free kick again. It's free kick city at the moment. Both teams giving away infringements. That rain is now bucketing down. A bit like in the schoolyard. Last goal wins. All to play for. Conditions not good. St George who win the second ball. Petratos. Plays along the carpet looking for Foti. That one was a handball by Petratos, no question. Three minutes of normal time remaining. Still 1-1. No change to the halftime score. Goals to Louis Curry. Max Green. Substitution. Matthew Moric coming off. Confirm that one for you in a moment. Long ball from Vekic. Great place to win the throw for the Sutherland Sharks. I'd like to camp down here. Raorowski out there in 22. Scored a goal in the Australia Cup tie a few weeks ago. The youngster.
Throw the ball, mate.
Free kick won by City. Kenny plays along the carpet, the double bluff. Petratos. This is Captain Erkan. Away by Bevan. Love to keep it in. Raorowski's done that. But Petratos wins the day. It's a throw for Sutherland. Valuable points tonight. How many ever they get, the Sutherland Sharks. Full time up, you're 2-1 over Hills. This is the final game of a big NPL Saturday. Done well to keep that one in, Cox. Foti with the press on Vekic. Got a nice connection on that. The Sharks shot stopper. They venture forward again, St George City. It looks promising. Clarkson stepping inside. Cox. A leg stuck out by Stamatellis is all that kept Sutherland at bay. Petratos looking for one more hidden hope at the byline. Good block. And they'll get another corner. We're into injury time now. 1-1. Petratos steps up. He's done so many times tonight. Is the killer blow here. Header away. Foti. Petratos was going to send it back in. So it'll be another corner. It's got to be at least 5 for the half. One of the last set pieces of the game. Petratos near post. Glancing header. Shot just over the crossbar. That would have been game, set, match. Does that mean the points will be shared? Vekic sends everybody forward. Up they rise. Header won by McGowan. Stamatellis. Cox wanted to release one of these wingers. Ball kept in. Gunas. Referee's found a free kick. And it's the way of St George City. They've had some really good looks tonight. St George City, the time no longer their friend. One of their last attacking ventures. Two-man wall to contend with. Roberts will step up. They're all in the box now. The clearance good enough. Now Sharks in transition. Out comes Kenny. Back towards St George. Monahan Vaika thought about a long shot. Roberts. Grauroski wants support higher. McGowan into the box for the Sharks. Jay McGowan tries to bend it past the keeper. On target, but not good enough. Kenny, now it's St George turn again. In the path of Foti. Stamatellis. He wins it. It's a game of tennis at the moment. Back and forward from both sides. Everybody watching on with bated breath. Substitution, Matty Jackson coming off. Purely one to turn the clock over. Throw into a dangerous position. Cox again. The deflection knocks it behind. They will get another corner. St George City They've been presented with plenty of opportunities to win it. Can only blame themselves if they don't. Here's another, one of the final plays of the game. Glancing header. Beside the goal mouth, and that's full time here at Penshurst Park. The points are shared. St George City 1, Sutherland Sharks 1. An important point for the Sharks as they navigate relegation. For St George City, it was a really good opportunity to really press the top 6. They'll get a point and they'll entertain Sydney United 58 next week in a big top 6 showdown. Same as the halftime score. Goals for Louis Curry for St George in the 15th minute. That was cancelled out by Max Green in the 32nd. A draw here in the Southern Derby. Both teams move on to big fixtures next weekend. From everybody involved in the Football New South Wales YouTube channel broadcast, I'm Tony Salerno. It's bye for now.